Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dune Spice Wars, where today I think we are tumbling rapidly toward either a hegemony or governorship victory, and also just like trying to kill House Carino, kind of on the way there for the hell of it. I don't think it's important for the victory. I think it's the thing I want to do. I think I just would like to hurt them. So let's take 65 command points and a Kraken worth of units and just like burn down some of their shit, shall we? What are you guys doing? Just hanging out next to my territory. Who told you that was gonna be okay? Oh, they're like on the move too. They think they're gonna make something happen today. They did not know what the math had in store for them. Oh, I never did build that military building because we ran out of money. That says nuclear silo. The use of nuclear weapons against humans is forbidden by the Great Convention. There is no greater crime recognized by the Landsraad Council. Well, that's interesting. I think I'm just going to do this one. We're going to not build nuclear weapons. I did not realize that was an option. By the way, there's probably there is tech, I'm sure, as far as using your military units that is more advanced than box select everybody and then just a move. But you gotta admit, box selecting everybody and a moving is mostly pretty effective for us.
It's our duty.
Nope, chomp those guys. No range units just running through my territory. What are they thinking?
It's our duty.
Alright, feast on this nerd.
We'll make you proud.
We will take Oman from them. Because this should get us some healing, right? Yeah, heal 20% of HP. Liberate. Why does it take 6 days? Why does it have to take all of these days? Okay, we almost have Hayal Sud. We have so much water, y'all. We do have the money necessary to finish putting up some of these. And our units are acquiring XP levels pretty rapidly here. So we can do probe setups basically for free at the beginning of we have supply drops, defense stat. I think we have all the things we actually care about. We could drop a probe setup on there just to increase the damage reduction from support intelligence. It's probably actually the thing, right? 500% of the power of any dying military unit into Solaris. I mean, I guess it would be better to do this. This actually does something. It sure would be cool for this to actually work. I would like that very much. Alright, points of interest getting investigated. Okay, that finished our development. And now we're on I guess we could research small council because I do have a couple of units assigned to counterintelligence, or a couple of agents rather, just for safety, right? People sure are buying these Chom shares. Alright, let's put up some defenses here. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Valuable trinkets. That's what I was... Stop researching this. Research valuable trinkets. I forgot. There's a whole building I should be after. And then also we should build a processing plant here. Where is the processing? Here we go. Look at how good it's going to be at processing. Okay. We don't have any particular reason, yeah, to worry about anything else. We did have... Well, we have Esh Sud. Do we have another special region nearby? Yes, this one. 276 is the amount of authority we need for that. And that's true either way we go after it.
Troop carrier on report.
Wow, it's really just not like doing any damage to that thing. That's crazy how ineffective that is. Alright, about to be a new Landsred Council vote in a second here. What is this? A Herald of the Change is visiting. His duty is to report to the Landsred about the current events on Arrakis and ensure that you respect your ordained duty. Well, we don't need Landsred standing anymore, and I don't care about my Imperial tax amount enough to pay influence to lower it. I think we're good. Thanks, pal. But we're on it. We're soup. We're super. We're soup. We're settled. I don't know what the fuck I don't know how words work. You know what? Let's have our agents turn money into authority. That's pretty worthwhile. I'll do it again. Absolutely, I'll do it again. Alright, begin the conversion.
At your command.
Alright, the region is no longer theirs. And now,
Shall be done.
we burn down their harvester. Is this a stupid idea that's going to get me eaten by a sandworm? I don't know. But it will be funny when their harvester explodes. I know that.
We'll do it for you, sir.
They called in the carryall. They wanted it to get away.
The crew is ready to serve, sir.
Excuse me?
We'll get
Okay,
there in time.
that's what I thought. Can't help but notice that a lot of you are electing not to cross the border.
Kraken on the move.
Kraken can kind of hang out. I think that's fine. Okay, Dune Governorship. We are up again for Dune Governorship. Or sorry, the governorship vote is up again, and this time we are it is available to us for the first time. We actually have a massive bonus here. House Carino has issued an edict to change its resolution scope. It is no longer targeted. Either nobody's base is fucked or everybody's base is fucked. I suspect we're going to see some significant number of votes declining architectural surveys, given the way it functions here. This might be the most optimal time to go for the governorship of Dune. So obviously, we will do so. I do not think it is super likely that we are going to see
Duke.
everybody's architectural surveys.
We'll hold here.
Wow,
It's the
okay.
right move.
Fucking Shai Hulud is on a rampage.
We'll go, sir.
Captain of the Kraken.
So the Kraken can carry up to 10 units. Do I want it to? Is that actually like a thing worth doing? Is the question. You know, we're almost at the point where we could just attempt an assassination. I've never done this. It might be rad. Something worth considering. I think I'm actually going to just throw you on... Get me information about the Harkonnen. if this governorship thing doesn't work out, maybe we'll explore some other options. We are way past our stockpile threshold. We should probably back that down a little bit.
We're honored to serve you.
Ooh, they also have a big scary airship. The Kronos can activate airfield configuration. Bonus health recovered outside combat. It's 24 power. Okay, that thing's like fairly serious. That seems like a real grown-up unit. Am I ready to deal with that? I guess we're gonna find out.
Crew is ready to serve, sir.
It seems more ready than the Kraken. Seems more like combat
We
reasonable.
salute you.
But our own troops are pretty good.
We'll hold here. It's the right move.
So like, I definitely want to attack. They're hanging out close enough to their base that it's not necessarily an easy thing to do. Oh, right, I have to remember our stockpile is like bleeding slowly because of the
Sir, we'll hold here.
trade.
It's the right move.
Am I allowed to have multiple Krakens? Maybe, if I had more fuel cells. Well, I'm not that far from having more fuel cells. Yeah, I'm wondering if we need to do something about this. So it has 8 armor, 4,000 health. It does seem like it would just win in a fight. But it's not fighting alone. We have a lot of rangers. And we focus fire very effectively. Thing is, I want to just run up on their military base or on their imperial base, but now I'm a little nervous. Alright, we have 330 votes available here. I might just play defense. Like it might turn out to be a bad idea to expose myself too much. Smugglers hit 20k. House Carino also hit 20k. Oh yeah, because the spice thing just went through. So everybody had an opportunity to gain some hegemony. I might try to play defense for a second here. Let's see how the election goes. It may not be necessary for us to get aggressive. Alright, so this airfield should be functional for the defense of Zaras as well. We shouldn't have to build another one. I don't know exactly how much knowledge you're supposed to have, how much is like a good amount, but I can tell you it's not the amount we
We're
have.
honored to.
Alright. Some shit's happening. The vote done occurred. Results, House Atreides up. 300 votes for decline. And House Carino tried to vote themselves in if they had just voted decline. Yep, and there you go. The extra votes for decline here from Harkonnen and the smugglers were absolutely the difference. They were not able to decline us hard enough here. This went thumbs up. So what is this? Plus 100% detection at chance, plus 5% daily chance of agent capture when assigned on a faction. Should I pull my my spies from this faction? Sort of who cares, kind of who cares. I am going to disallow this from occurring. And in fact, that's you know what? That's an Imperial Basin. I might just take that for myself.
Troop carrier on report. Kraken on the move.
Just kind of using the Kraken as a wall for my troops.
We salute you.
Anybody who wants to have something to say about this is going to have to bear the missiles. Oh, Tabnum's under attack, it looks like.
We'll make you proud. On our way.
But yeah, I'd take this region. This region seems fine. What would it cost? 273? We're on the way toward that. House Carino wants a trade.
Make it worth my time.
No, I don't want that at all, actually. And you know what? While I'm looking at the large amount of money that I have, I'm buying Chome shares. Oh, the way they keep you looking at that menu because the delay between things is actually it's really harsh. All right, we're pretty close to an airfield here, so if we had to do something, we could do something. All right, Zaras is ours. Let's get some basic defenses up pretty quickly here. Also, for sure, the fuel cell factory. Plus 20% economy building resource production. And this would be a great place to build crafts workshops as soon as I can do that. Also, you know what? Wind trout. Yeah, I mean, our hegemony value is solid. No, I know.
What do you need?
We're supposed to be sieging this is the thing, but we couldn't do it until... Okay, right. So 290, that'll be another 1,000 hegemony plus some. What's the base? The base value for a region is like 600 or something, I think. And then we're working on the crafts workshops, right? Well, we're working on, geez, we're on the development before the development that gives you crafts workshops. It's a little embarrassing. But having another thing up here will be nice. Maybe I don't have time to get rid of House Carino because I'm too busy doing other stuff. Okay, the smugglers have ended our truce. What's new? It really does take a lot of authority to do this stuff. Okay. What is this? Quest target? A naib from a nearby siege has come to your palace. Despite his rough manners, the Fremen is friendly enough. The hate of your common enemies might be ground for an alliance. I do love the hate of our common enemies. So we can pillage Sin Alria. That's high. That's a tall order there. It'll reveal a siege and set our relation level to 50, or we can gain relation level with sieges. I know this quest is irrelevant. None of this matters at all. Alright. Buildings are finishing up quickly. Oh, you know what? There's a button that you do have to press on the harvester to auto... I think I had not pressed it on that harvester. I'm realizing as I watch it get eaten by the sandworm. Well, fortunately, we have 3 other harvesters running and probably doesn't matter very much. But that's a little embarrassing. Okay, so. More missile bases, as ever. Always. Always more missile bases. What else is going on here? Recruitment office. You know what? Sure. We're manpower capped right now, and I'm still doing that. That's how confident I am about our position. Okay, am I allowed to build a second Kraken? No, I am not. I kind of figured that would be the case. So, like, what else would be fun to build? This is a village where we get cheap stuff, right? Oh, I guess I've capped out in this village. Because we do have... We do have some extra fuel cells then. We don't need a nuclear silo necessarily. I guess, yeah, getting better at developments is good. Just set up some research hubs here. This slot will be another research hub, right? Because this... Oh, well, it lets me double production. It doesn't let me install more than one. Whatever, it's fine. That'll be the slot for the crafts workshop. I think we're actually...
Yes, taking position.
Intel capped. I mean, we're kind of just like, we could just wait 20 days, right? There's gonna be another Landstrat vote. Yeah, we're about to see new resolutions. So actually, that may not work. We are for sure gonna make our next spice tax. That'll be worth some hegemony. I don't think we have another unique region around us to grab. But we can still grab regions. There's more space available. Oh. Rebuild harvester. Enable auto recall. Deploy. Crew that up. Assign an ornithopter. Alright.
On it.
Great work, friend. Yeah, provided we don't lose governorship in some way. It's the governorship thing that's gonna get us where we're going before we have a chance to win via hegemony, I think. You know what? Just for like actual maximum safety.
The ship behaves admirably.
At your command.
All right, they are going to try some stuff here. They do not have anywhere near the force necessary to bounce us. I mean, really, it's just like a problem of we're at army cap, I think. So the way you would handle this is either with some combination of tricks and espionage or with a second player at your back, right? Okay, native customs is completed. Valuable trinkets is coming up. Landstrat Council will meet soon. There's going to be a vote on the governorship. So we probably will lose it.
We'll make you proud.
Seems fairly likely. Because I don't know if we have the influence necessary to defend it. Whose Fremen are these? Most of the sieges like me. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be really hard for us to resist the decline here, right? The smugglers are going to go big. Harkonnen's going to go big. I mean, the way we do this is we talk them out of a lot of their influence, right? What would you like, friend? I'll tell you, I got intel. I got some intel. I got some Solari. You want some Solari? How about... Oh, I can't give you everything. Sorry, I do need to hold some Solari because I am actually negative right now. You want, like, just a shit ton of plascrete there, friend? Am I not allowed to put the plascrete on the table? That's weird. Why not? We could sell him spice. That'd probably work. Yeah, it's weird. It won't let me, I can put the spice on, but not my plastic. I guess, oh, because he's at, because he's at the cap is why. And that's also why we can only sell him 560 intel, because he's lounging around at the cap there as well. All right, how much can I get off of you for this? The answer is 80. You know what? It'll have to do. Does he actually accept? He did actually accept. Okay. So that lets me go 430 in. That's probably good enough.
Yes. We salute you.
Captain of the Kraken, waiting for orders. Rockets
My Kraken just harass
We're
their
honored to serve you.
harvester. What do they do if I just shoot at their harvester? Alright, how long does it take to pillage a village? We at 1.6k? I mean, that'll run our empire for quite some time, right?
My Duke.
It doesn't take the territory away from them, but it does keep us live for a while. Ugh. Is it real units? It is. Well, no, it's a unit. I kind of need this to finish happening, is the thing.
We salute you.
I can't even get the bar to be visible. There it is. Yeah, you can just kind of like pick at somebody's harvester for quite a while. Come on, come on, come on. Voting ends in 4 days. Yeah, one of my agents was captured. Not a huge surprise there. We knew we were at risk leaving them on house duty with the intelligence thing that passed the Landstride Council, but
It's the right move.
I can't tell what the hell this unit's doing. It seems a little confused. Okay, that's under control. Great pillage, friends. I think if we hold on to the governorship here, there will not be another vote before the timer, and so it will be upon the other factions to kill me.
Troop carrier on report. Kraken on the move.
Yeah, don't be in range of their base, please.
We'll get there in time. The Kraken is
But
engaging
do
forces.
annoy this thing. Well, I mean, that unit's gonna get dead real soon. I'm just like making sure to fold all of my influence into here as it is generated. Yeah, this is economic harassment.
Troop carrier on report.
The amount of force that they would have to put forth to prevent me from
Ready.
continuing to do this is like pretty unavailable to them, because if they actually go for it, we will just blow up their all of their shit. Yep. Okay. 621, and that trade for the influence absolutely did do it. Because if we had 80 less influence and the merchants had 80 more, this would have failed. This totally would have failed. And if House Carino was not incredibly foolishly selfish, this also would have failed. So for some reason, we also won this tax thing. And everybody gets 3 Landstride guards. Okay, so we win.
Do you need the Kraken, sir?
I'm pretty sure unless some player can figure out a way to kill me in the next 9 game days.
At your command.
I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I'm going to put a stop to it.
The ship behaves admirably. Sit tight in the back.
We don't even actually care about losing regions anymore because our hegemony doesn't matter at all. What the fuck are you guys doing? They're going to like Larwan or something? I don't know.
My Duke. It's our duty. All Atreides. On our way. We'll do it for you, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what What kind of half-assed intervention this is. Go get him, friends.
We'll make you proud. We'll
Okay.
hold here.
XP and money and stuff.
On our way.
Okay, where are y'all?
We'll hold here.
They elected to attack the area where the Kraken's hanging out, which I think is questionable strategically.
What do you need?
We really not have an airfield over here? I guess we don't.
At your command. It's the right move.
Yeah, they're using those Landstrad guards that they were given for free to try to push us, but they can't even make it past the militia with the backup of the Kraken and the what do you call it? The missile turrets that are here. They're supply dropping their units, but that's not going to save anybody.
We'll go, sir.
The crew is ready to serve, sir.
We'll have the Kraken say what's up to those things. Yeah, that'll get them to unsiege tank.
We salute you. Yes, sir.
Oh shit. Sandworm, run! It's a little hard to see the worm sign underneath the supply drop effect, but I think we're running away from it now.
It's the right move.
Yeah, I don't...
For Atreides.
What the hell are these guys doing? Oh. New renegades. That's fun. I suppose I should probably have built, like, proper defenses out here, but, you know, we do have an airfield.
What do you need?
I need a little bit of defense up here. Yeah, renegade base just established behind our lines while I wasn't paying attention. Do we have ships inbound? We have ships inbound. But not most of them.
We're listening.
Okay, something crazy's going on over there. That's some Harkonnen noise. Who can understand it? Alright, well, only half of my army actually got in the boats, but I think we're going to be okay. Some of our units were still on shuttle cooldown, was what happened there.
On duty.
Let's try and
Yes, sir.
disengage this unit. Nope, didn't quite make it. There we go. There's the
We're
overwhelm.
honored to serve you. We salute you.
And under a day remains.
My Duke.
Okay. So this game was something. It mostly, I think, served as kind of like a tour of the systems. Very, very sloppy approach to Where is the Kraken right
Do you
now?
need the Kraken, sir?
Okay, there we go. The Landstrat has recognized us as the official governor of Dune. Yeah, this is sort of a sloppy approach that let us look at all of the game systems in some depth, a little bit at least. I think that prior to this game, I had really underestimated the value of operations because I just didn't understand I wasn't paying enough attention to the intel systems yet. It was all a little bit too much to grasp all at once. But yeah, intrigue, espionage stuff seems really powerful, and maybe we'll pay a little bit more attention to that on the next go, because we're definitely going to play at least a couple more games here. Maybe some multiplayer, also possibly some multiplayer. We'll see. I'm not promising, but it does seem really interesting to me. Like, the way that the game plays with your attention as a limited resource is going to be so much more pronounced in multiplayer, right? Like, but yeah, very impressive chome share position from the smugglers, who managed to get to 36%. I wasn't really thinking about this, but when somebody really ditched a ton of shares and we were buying up shares because they were cheap, because I was trying to rush us to 10%, we were probably also depriving Blue of some of the cheap shares and preventing them from acquiring too much of a position. But still, this is scary. This is not that far from a victory. We had a couple of other players, the 24,000 hegemony from House Carino. I think we could have destroyed them had I ever wanted to really put everything else down and focus on that. But there was a lot of other stuff to focus on as well here. You can see all the game setting stuff here. The AI was only on normal this game, so we certainly can turn those up if they turn out to be maybe just a little bit too content to let me sort of flounder around in the sandbox. But yeah, that's a win. That's a victory. We did it. I think I'm going to go ahead and just call this video there for the day. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to be picking up a different faction, playing the game a little bit differently. I have my eyes on a couple that I think will play quite a different game from the Atreides. We'll see. I'm still a little undecided, so if you have feelings, feel free to drop your feelings in the comments below. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna end screen here. I said that, and then I was like, wait a second. The people who have never played the game before don't know what the other factions do. Let's go have a look at the other factions. And that way, y'all can maybe make a little bit more of an informed decision. We'll do another battle for Arrakis. I'll probably leave the difficulty on normal. So, House Harkonnen, what's their deal? They can use oppression on Harkonnen villages. I really wish that this kind of stuff was a little bit more detailed, or you at least mouse over on the oppression and get a tooltip with the definition. Presumably this makes the villages output more stuff, but there's probably some downside as well. They can sacrifice agents to reduce a mission's cost and preparation time. That seems cool. Villages suffer minus 10% resource production, but also plus 5% per active militia. So early in the game, you're going to want to make sure that you have more manpower production so that you're not leaving swaths of villages with no militia the way I did in this game. At 5k hegemony, you can get intel from pillaging villages, killing enemy non-mechanical units. Has a chance to give you agents. That's interesting because it gives you a way to be able to afford to burn agents. Sacrifice agents give a chance to not consume an operation on use, and +1 additional agent slot in each non-faction field. That's interesting, I guess. What do their people do? So, okay, more militia slots for your villages has some very obvious benefits with their base faction bonuses. Level 1 military units cannot regenerate health, but refund part of their cost on death. And then when level 1, I'm assuming means just, when they get some XP, this is no longer the case. But they have to earn being allowed to get health back. That's very strange. And your units are super fast to train. That's interesting. You can use corruption on Landsrad resolutions, causing a loss of standing for the elected enemy faction. And while at least one village is under oppression, you get agent recruitment and influence bonuses. These are weird. Each sacrificed agent permanently reduces their mission costs by 20% And sacrificing an agent gives 500 Solaris. So, like, how would you even... Permanently reduces their mission cost by 20%. I'm assuming stacking multiplicatively. But maybe if you're aggressive enough with it, the game does let you just, like, get missions to free. That's weird. It's a weird faction. They're all weird factions. And of course their military units are going to be different. And of course they got a tech tree. And we don't get to see that stuff from here. So these ones can install underworld headquarters in opponents' villages. Oh, there's like a little flavor text box as well. Units have run speed. Authority cost to annex a village suffers no penalty from distance to the base, but suffers more penalty from owned villages. Okay, that's interesting. So they can construct sort of an unusually shaped territory, but it's actually really hard for them to get a ton of territory. They can place bounty on Landsrad resolutions. We saw them doing this. So this just gives a monetary incentive to other people to vote. And when they get to 5k hegemony, they join the council and have 50 votes. So I guess they don't have any votes to start with, as we saw in that last game. At 10k, installs a major underworld headquarters in every enemy main base. And resources up from pillaging a village. This does not seem so good. I don't know, like as a whole, as I read these, they don't seem that great. I guess what underworld headquarters actually do matters a lot, and we don't get to know that from this screen. Underworld headquarters with no empty slots produce bonus Solari. Okay, interesting. Military units are stealthed while your operations are ongoing in the region, and unlocks particular buildings for your... See, this one's really tough because like it is impossible to tell what this guy does from this screen. The local gang might be amazing. Who knows? Ornithopters are super fast and stealthy. Information levels can never be lower than 1. That seems fine. And Lingar Boot just gives you 15 water. And some water-based buildings for the underworld headquarters. Okay, so super hard to tell what the smugglers even do without playing them. Kind of makes me want to play them. The Fremen as a faction here. Spice fields in neutral and controlled regions can be harvested by harvesting teams, a mobile unit. Can form alliances with sieges outside of their territory. Can use thumpers to perform worm riding. That's exciting. Villages have -1 maximum building slot. That doesn't seem like such a big penalty, honestly. Surrounding a deep desert grants you control over it. Thumpers are generated passively and attract larger sandworms that travel further. And at 10k hegemony, knowledge of enemy alliances with sieges, and allied sieges have a settlement capable of hosting a specialized industry. Oh, that's kind of cool. Our counselors allow the construction of the Shai Hulud temple in a village. Your harvesting teams are stealthed and more effective. Military units +10 speed. And gain sand killers when no allies are nearby. So a single military unit kind of out in the middle of nowhere gets +25% power and -25% damage received. That doesn't seem good. Because, like, it's still just going to be one military unit, right? Like, it's going to get overpowered by 2 enemies. I don't know. Maybe I'm misinterpreting that. Can use Incite Rebellion on Landsrad resolutions, causing rebellions in enemy villages if it passes. That's something. And from you, we get 1 authority per controlled region with spice. That seems very good. Controlled regions with spice fields give -20% upkeep to neighboring controlled regions and to themselves. Yeah, wow. This Stilgar Ben Fifrawi seems very strong and very, like, a big part of what I like about a character like this is those are totally passive bonuses that are trivial to use. Whereas, like, I have to, like, think for Chani's stuff. I have to remember to take advantage of it. All right, House Carino. We saw some of their stuff here. They can use Imperial Edicts to switch the scope of Landsrad resolutions. We certainly saw that happen. Their villages have extra building slots. Other factions have to spend more influence to cancel non-aggression pacts with you. The authority to annex a village is increased by 200% more by distance from the Imperial base. But it seems like you get 2 Imperial base. I don't really understand how that 2 Imperial bases thing works. At 5k, you can use main base deployment on Carino and neutral villages once. So you get to put down a second base at 5k. Okay. Can offer the Imperial Mandate, giving Sardaukar to another faction as part of a trade. Oh, interesting. And at 10k hegemony, military units have plus 5% power per faction that has fewer Chome shares than you do. And you get plus 1 guild favor production per faction with fewer Chome shares. So obviously, there is a particular way this faction wants to be played. You can build 1 more of every village building. Oh, that's interesting. Buildings that have only 1 copy in a village have doubled upkeep. So not only do you have the ability to double up your buildings, you are punished for not doubling them up. You're paying for them twice anyway. Why not actually get them twice? With Captain Aremsham, Sardaukar are available from the start and get a bonus execution threshold against traitor factions. What is a traitor faction? Military units. I guess that's probably like anybody who breaks a treaty with you. Military factions have bonus power per faction in truce. Every Carino vote placed on a resolution affected by an Imperial Edict counts as 50% more. Yo, that seems very annoying to play against. They were probably... I didn't realize that was a possibility. They may have been getting more votes than they actually had influence on the resolutions. I wasn't tracking the numbers close enough to know. And also can form alliance with sieges in neutral territories. That's something. Although, like, as the game goes on, there's less and less neutral territory on the map, right? Like, the value of this. And Hasamir Fenring can investigate discoveries everywhere, even without agents. That's cool. And can use development investment on villages of factions in truce. Well, we don't know what that does, and you can't mouse over it, so real hard to evaluate that one. And then, finally, the last faction here, House Ikaz. Surrounded neutral villages become sanctuaries and cannot be attacked by other factions. Gain 1 authority production per sanctuary. Villages adjacent to a sanctuary get a bonus instance of all their traits. That's pretty cool. House Ikaz is not allowed to break a truce with another faction. A single Ikazi village at 5k can be turned into a garden resort, and a single Ikazi non-mechanical unit can be named House Champion, who raises hegemony by killing other factions' units. Yo, that's pretty cool. And at 10k, you get Solari production directly from your hegemony, and the first 30 votes placed on each resolution are free. That seems extremely powerful. House Ikaz seems real good. For each sanctuary on the map, get Solari production and a reduction in masterpiece construction costs. Each masterpiece in controlled villages produces 2 Solari. Don't know what a masterpiece is. This guy lets you name a second champion of a different type, and your military units start up a level. That's cool. You can use Landsrad on immunity on a resolution to become uneligible. That seems extremely powerful. And you gain Landsrad standing upon building a masterpiece. So there's like a whole mechanic for this faction, these masterpieces, that's just like not mentioned or explained on this screen at all. That's fascinating. Abandoning a village refunds the authority capture cost. So I guess this makes it easier for you to like clear a region and then make the sanctuaries afterward. That's weird though. It doesn't seem like you would want to do that very often. Every masterpiece in a neutral village gives bonus authority. Oh, okay. So you're conquering villages, building masterpieces, and then abandoning them? That's a very strange idea, and it's not a very large authority bonus. This seems really bad to me, but I wonder. Experienced players who have played with Mesa Ikaz, like, I would love to hear people's opinions. Seems kind of whack. I don't know. But anyway, those are the options. So yeah, if y'all have feelings, feel free to drop those feelings in the comments. I certainly have gotten some ideas from that as well. We'll see. When you come back next time, we're starting a new game with some different aims and some different faction powers. And we'll see you then.